G'day you good motherfuckers, the Buttsman here. I hope you're doing real well. Now, I don't want to freak anybody out. I'm sure I'm about to, but let me just let you in on a little secret. Men run faster, men lift heavier, they jump higher, and believe it or not, they also swim faster. So when you take all of that into account, when a biological man competes against a biological woman, it is, and I'm sorry to break your fragile hearts, it's extremely unfair, and it is only comparable to one thing, and that is cheating. But before we get into the crux of this story, this video is brought to you by the great people at Surfshark VPN. Safety and security are two very important aspects of life. Every single day online, you are under threat from dirty soy boys trying to do you harm, and most people don't even know about it. Particularly in Australia right now, under the new data surveillance laws rushed through Parliament, meaning the government can have your device collect data and take over your social media. Don't you wish there was someone out there to protect you? Well, there is, and their name is Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN turns you into an anonymous and hard to trace online user. Do you know what geo-blocking is? Do you know Disney Plus and Netflix actually decide to give certain places in the world certain content? That's not fair. Access should not be tied to your nationality, and Surfshark gives you all the access you need. Just connect to the service, refresh the page, and access granted. I use Surfshark every single day and I absolutely love it. Use the code BUTTSMART to get 83% off and 4 extra months for free. For free, ladies and gentlemen, for this holiday season. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Surf by your own set of rules, ladies and gentlemen. The link's down below, and support those who support us. Now, back to the video. I know people get really mad when I make videos about trans people and trans athletes, and they think you don't give a fuck about the other athletes that are in question, you just don't like trans people, and that couldn't be further from the truth, okay? I don't care if you're trans or if you're part of the LGBT community or you're a different color to me or nationality, whatever. If you're a good person, then that's all that matters. That's literally all that matters to me. But I feel like when you are doing something that is hurting other people. Now, this isn't hurting people physically, it's hurting them emotionally, it's hurting their career prospects, and it's hurting them financially as well. And I just don't think it's fair. If I had a daughter and she had spent her entire life becoming a swimmer, and then a guy who, in this case, and I'll give you the story in a second, is a very, very good swimmer and competing at the top level with men, becomes a woman and smashes all the other chicks, I would be filthy. And so would my daughter, and that's why I think it's not fair. I've made a lot of videos about trans people, and I would like to have a trans person on my podcast. If you know someone who's well known in the trans community, please let me know. So for the people out there having collective aneurysms, I don't hate trans people. Now, here's the fucking story.
Controversy at the University of Pennsylvania where a transgender swimmer is smashing records in the U.S. women's competition. Lia Thomas, who competed as a man as recently as 2019, finishing one race a full 38 seconds ahead of the closest rival.
Oh. Even if you're the staunchest, wokiest human that ever lived, surely you can understand that if a dude becomes a woman and then beats all the other women that are the best at their sport by 30 fucking seconds, almost 40 seconds, then you could go, okay, something's a little amiss here. There are so many people out there that will try to convince you that men and women are exactly the same, and they just are not. And anyone who tells you that is a fucking idiot. Like, it's fine when you talk hypotheticals, like, yeah, I'm sure she can lift that much and just as much as him and just as powerful. But in reality, it's just not fucking true at all, mate. This story really grew over the last 7 days. There's been headlines everywhere. Trans University of Pennsylvania swimmer sparks outrage after smashing women's record. Secretly, everyone just knows it's wrong. Female UPenn swimmer says trans athlete Lia Thomas is only on the team because their coach really likes winning and the team's support is fake. That's fucking horrible. More fury as transgender swimmer keeps smashing records. And I do feel bad for the girl, and I will call them a girl because that's what they want to be called, right? Because she's just trying to live her own life and then she's copping all this shit, but I also understand why she's copping it. Before her transition, Thomas competed at Penn for 3 years as a male. The NCAA bylaws permit transgender athletes to compete as women after they have completed 1 year of testosterone suppression treatment. 1 year. and you can be a lady and compete against women. That is hardly fair. If you're a 22-year-old, you have spent 21 years benefiting from being a man, from being a young boy, pumping full of testosterone, going through puberty, and then becoming a man. You've benefited from all of that, and then after 1 year, you can compete against the chicks. How's this for a hypothetical? Imagine if I decided to go and play rugby league against the Australian women. Right? I'm 105, 106 kilos, depends how big my poo was this morning. Imagine if I went and did that after a year. I would fuck those chicks up. I'm sorry. I know they're the Australian women's team and all that shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll fuck you. It's not a threat, by the way. I'm just saying if I was anyway, you know what I mean. So after a year off, her times did change. In the years before, Thomas's best times as a male was the 200 meters, 1:39, 500, 4:18, and 1650. Who doesn't do the 1500, you fucking weirdos? 14:54. Now, when you now look at the comparison between what happened when she became a woman and went off, her natural testosterone and suppressed it and put estrogen into the system, her times went out only by a few seconds. The 15 or 1650 by a little bit more than a few seconds, but still, these were good times for men. So no wonder she's smashing everybody else. Here's the crazy thing. Her teammates broke this story, which is insane to do at a university in America. You know you're gonna get just fucking trashed for this. While transgender university swimmer Leah Thomas, who spent 3 years at Ivy League swim school as a male, has been busy smashing pool records, friction has been building within the team, according to the Penn female swimmer, who said she feared for her ability to find employment after graduating from college for sharing her honest opinion about a transgender teammate. For that reason, Outkick is granting her anonymity to speak out. Pretty much everyone individually has spoken to our coaches about not liking this. Our coach, Mike Skerner, just really likes winning. Wow. So this girl is scared about her future employment opportunities to say something completely obvious. That's fucking crazy. I think I have to do this next quote in the voice I imagine this other swimmer has. When the whole team is together, we have to be like, oh my gosh, go Leah, that is great. You're amazing. It's very fake, she added. It's all bullshit. All of it is bullshit. It's all a lie. And this rings true throughout the entire community. The vast majority of people that support transgender athletes in their own mind are going, well, this isn't right. But we have to save face. We have to look as woke as possible. When you see people who disagree with this video, that's what they're doing. It's called virtue signaling. They're trying to show how virtuous and amazing and beautiful they are. In reality, they're lying to themselves and you. They're full of shit. I wasn't gonna make the video because I've made videos on this before, but we all know people who did swimming at school and stuff like that, or went on to swim at state or levels or whatever, national levels. It seems to me that they all have the similar upbringing. They all have to get to the pool every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. Then they swim for 2 hours. They smash some breakfast, go to school, and then train again in the afternoons. And they do that for years. And then for them to get into university on a swimming scholarship, looking to go to the Olympics, and to be beaten by 38 seconds by someone who was a man a year ago just seems so fucking wrong and so demoralizing. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, last week the merch dropped, fucking amazing. By the way, I'm still giving away prizes for the 12 days of Christmas, ending with a massive $5,000 giveaway on Christmas Eve. So grab your merch to be in the draw. I love yous. Toodaloo au revoir. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stinks. Toodaloo au revoir. Bye-bye.